Hello, this is Sarah Prash. Welcome back to my channel. So, I just want to say, first of all, please donate to my legal fund. I will have all of my fundraising links below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like my videos and share them and comment on them. I hope to monetize my YouTube channel at some point so that I can raise legal funds, so that I can restore due process at Yale. So it would just mean the world to me. Thank you so much. I have now about a $38,000 legal bill that I'm struggling to pay. So your support would mean everything to me. So I want to do a quick video about Sam Harris. So I already did a quite lengthy video, and I want this one to be nice and quick, but I already did a quite lengthy video talking about what Sam Harris just did to me, which is repulsive, and just cruel, vindictive, repulsive, venal, just really, he's just a terrible person. So Sam Harris just re-released his Making Sense podcast with Jonathan Haidt, wherein Jonathan Haidt attacks and defames me, and smears me, and pushes the living or napping while black hate crime hoax at Yale during the witch hunt at Yale, repudiating the contents of The Coddling of the American Mind on his book tour for The Coddling of the American Mind, no less. He did this back in the fall of 2018 on Sam Harris's Making Sense podcast. I was in shock when I found out about this, absolutely in shock. And since that time, Jonathan Haidt has had an ongoing behind-the-scenes smear campaign against me. I have email evidence of this, an email that he very obviously prepared to give out to anyone who asked him about me, and it's absolutely asinine. Like, I don't know what was going through his head where he thought it was a good idea to be handing out this email like candy to anyone who asked him about me. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. He repudiates his entire body of scholarship, his entire body of work. He engages in mind reading. Like, everything that he decries in The Coddling, he engages in. It's a joke. It's a joke. Jonathan Haidt is a joke. Like I've said before, he's a grifting weather vane. He's woke one day, anti-woke the next, depending on where the money is. And Sam Harris is the worst too. So Sam Harris just re-released this podcast, this Making Sense podcast from 4 years ago, over 4 years ago, as a best of Making Sense podcast. I believe that this was retaliation for me speaking out against Jonathan Haidt on 60 Minutes, pretending to be a guru on cancel culture and trial by Twitter and political polarization and just, and the dangers of social media, driving vulnerable people to suicide and everything, the whole shebang. On 60 Minutes, Jonathan Haidt's ruse I was speaking out against, and I believe that Sam Harris re-releasing this Making Sense podcast episode right now, almost 4 years later, is retaliation against me for speaking out against Jonathan Haidt publicly. And so I found out that Jonathan Haidt is going to be on Bill Maher's show on HBO, Real Time, tonight. And so I already made a video about this. And I'm going to make multiple videos about Jonathan Haidt, but what I specifically want to address in this video quickly is how absolutely asinine and ridiculous it is. Sam Harris, well, I think I said Jonathan Haidt. Both of them. I'll do many videos about how venal and hypocritical, and just fraudulent both Jonathan Haidt and Sam Harris are. But Sam Harris just released this new podcast. So he's got another new podcast he's releasing. And it's not him doing it, of course, because that would be a little bit like, talking about yourself in the third person with the royal we, which would be just like completely ridiculous. Okay, sorry. Not that Sam Harris shies away from being completely ridiculous, but so he just released a brand new podcast called The Essential Sam Harris. And I think it's like what her name that was with it's like the Westboro Baptist Church was the daughter Megan Roper Phelps or something like that. Is that close? And that's involved in it, I think, doing the narration. And so it's called The Essential Sam Harris. It's called The Essential Sam Harris because like he's like, you know, I don't know, like he's Wittgenstein, or he's, you know, whoever he imagines he in his, you know, megalomaniacal, grandiose, you know, thoughts. It's so pretentious. It's so ridiculous. The Essential Sam Harris. The Essential Sam Harris. So my question to Sam Harris is this. So in The Essential Sam Harris, because you're gonna, you know, delve into the intricacies of your views on, you know, truth and morality and free will and, you know, all of the profound, deepest philosophical questions. Are you also going to be addressing the intricacies of your, you know, flexible and vacillating commitment thereto, to truth, morality, the good, the right, you know, because your philosophy, your morality, it certainly seems to be extremely flexible, extremely capacious, extremely, you know, just really allows for, you know, well, the driving innocent private citizen nobodies to suicide via woke KKK cancel culture and trial by Twitter, for one thing. It allows for you to drive, you know, innocent Yale grad students to suicide. It allows for you to drive lifelong human and civil rights attorneys to suicide, to protect your friends, of course. So I'm just really curious to learn about the intricacies of, you know, your moral philosophy and, you know, how it's able to encompass such behaviors, you know, as driving me to suicide, destroying my life, destroying my reputation, destroying my career, destroying my livelihood. I'm almost 5 years after the Living or Not Being While Black hate crime hoax at Yale, which should have been perfectly obvious to any thinking, reasoning person. I'm still struggling to survive. I spent years in hiding. I'm barely keeping myself off the streets. I'm probably one of the most educated, skilled persons in the world, and I'm working a low-paying remote stay-at-home job because that's the only job I could get. And that was after months of struggle of finding a job because of what you did to me. So congratulations on this profound moral victory of destroying an innocent Yale grad student, lifelong human and civil rights attorney. You know, congratulations. This was truly a profound moral victory for you. And so I'm sure that the essential Sam Harris, we're going to learn all about how your moral philosophy, you know, your commitment to truth, your commitment to the good, you know, is able to make room, is able to make space for behaviors like this. I'm fascinated. I would really love to know. And I'm sure that, you know, all of your listeners who are going to subscribe to The Essential Sam Harris would also like to know, would also love to know how your moral philosophy is able to make space for driving innocent Yale grad students to suicide. I'm fascinated. I would love to know. So anyway, I don't want this video to get too long, so I will stop there. But I just want to say, I love you all so much. Thank you. And please donate to my legal fund. I will have all of my fundraising links below. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and Thank you so much for all of your kind words and support. They mean the world to me, and I will talk to you later.